Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, the 4th, here for our weekly Board of Supervisor meeting. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda and the minutes?
I move to approve as presented.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Any public comment? Seeing none, moving on to the county auditor. Is there a motion to approve the claims as presented?
Move to approve the claims as presented.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Any payroll?
No payroll today.
Any drainage?
Had one drainage work order for a drainage district 53. Appears to be water sitting on the side of the tracks. We're recommending the Washington investigate.
Sounds good. Is there a motion to approve?
I move to have the Washington investigate as presented.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Item 4, fiscal agent regarding Children's Alliance. Anybody? Chris?
You? Okay. We belong to North Iowa Children's Alliance currently. The director for our organization is, we are looking at merging with 2 other districts. And those 2 other districts want to know if Cerro Gordo would want to stay on as fiscal agent for all 3 of them, which would mean more work for Heather. But Heather does it right now pretty much free because she likes to see the money go to the program. So if we agreed to do it, I believe we should charge a fee. And then the county would also stand to gain a few $1,000s by her extra service also. So basically what we're looking for is just permission to explore more. Anything to add?
Okay. What's the timeline?
Sounded like in the next couple of weeks they needed to know. So
We need to have this in place before July 1.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how soon.
So why don't over the next 2 weeks, Chris, Heather, since you're the liaison to that, discuss it, and if there's something that makes sense, bring it before the board and we can formally act on it one way or another. Is it okay if this isn't an action item, or does it need to be? Okay. Is that?
yeah, I think that's
Okay.
all we need for Lacey, isn't it?
Sounds good. All right. Dock permits.
We have 3 today, 51P on Roy Street, 56 on Elm, and 57 on Hill. And all the information is correct.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve the dock permits?
I move to approve documents as presented.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Brandon.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. I'll start off by saying today is the first day we're swapping to 10-hour days. So the guys will be working from 6 to 4:30, Monday through Thursday. So Fridays will just be me and the office staff if there's any easy emergencies, and then we'll call in the foreman if not. They should be well covered. It's worked well in the past. It improves our efficiency. We're having one less shutdown, one less startup. So we're beginning that today. This week they'll be finishing up getting all their chlorides ready out in the county. We're doing a lot of work cutting shoulders. It's pretty dry out there, so I told them we need to kind of cut back on it a bit, just because when you mix the dirt into the road, when it's this dry, it gets pretty dusty out there. There was a couple roads that I went and looked at that it was pretty strong. So I'm gonna have them continue doing it, but we're gonna limit it a bit just to make sure we don't cause a sight distance issue out there during planting. The other stuff they're working on this week, we have a couple of ditch cleanings going on. We have a couple of crossroad tubes they're working on. We're looking at getting a Durapatcher out to try and shore up some road edges that started fraying on us over the winter time. And then just more of the typical hauling rock and that kind of work will be going on this week. When it comes to the buildings, we had hopefully our final meeting with Bergen and Cram on the Rockwell building to get some final answers for them. I know they have to get a couple drawings to me. I'm going to go through it with the guys and make sure that everything looks good to them. And hopefully the next couple weeks I'll come back to you guys to set a letting date for that project. So that's in its final stages here. When it comes to Illinois, that fence work, I we were trying to identify the property corners. We have one of them, I couldn't find the one on our west side as reliably as I would like. So I think we're probably going to hire a surveyor to come out and identify the boundaries of our property out there just to make sure we put the fence in the correct spot and we're not intruding on our neighbor's property, even though our neighbor's the city on two of the sides. I still don't want to put it in the wrong spot.
So do you anticipate putting the fence project off
Well, I'm hoping
further?
to still do it in the next month. I mean, it shouldn't be too far. It's just, we're going to remove the berm either way. I just don't want to tell the fence guy exactly where to put the fence until I'm pretty certain as to where the corners are. So that's moving forward pretty good. Other than that, equipment-wise, we have 39 is still down with this PTO issue. It still can do normal work, it just can't do any of, if there were any snow, it wouldn't be able to run some of the accessories, but it can still haul gravel and do other regular work just fine. So it's not that it's down, it's just it needs repaired. We have gotten a grid all to be fully back functioning. So as of right now, it's functioning the way it's supposed to again. We'll see how long it lasts. But yeah, everything else is looking good out there, so the fleet's holding together pretty good at the moment. I guess you guys have any other questions for me?
No, I got one other comment, so to say, especially with the farmers going in the field. And we haven't had so much the problem the last couple of years, but the foreman on alert or the road guys as far as the hedging into the ditches.
Yep. So we identify those a lot of times when we're going out to do ditch cleaning or we have drainage issues. Then we flag those and let the farmer know that when we come to do the ditch cleaning, we're going to retake that ground from them. So we do pay attention to that. And if we see people pushing farther, we send them letters and make sure they realize that we're going to take the ground back after this season. So now I'm not going to say we 100% get to them every time, but we let them know that after that season, that at any time when we're doing our ditch cleaning or our maintenance, that we could possibly take back the ground that they.
I saw a couple in the northeast quadrant Friday that looked like they were well into the ditch.
Yeah, there's a couple spots out there actually, like the utility company placed poles where they assumed where a right-of-way line was and they were wrong because the right-of-way kind of jogs around in various places. So sometimes it's deceiving, but most of the time it's the fact that they just went across their boundaries and planted into the right-of-way. Yeah, we definitely are as on top of that as we can be.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
Okay. Item number 7, consider resolution to establish speed limit.
Okay, so we've had some concerned citizens reach out to us and talk to us a week or two ago and request us to do an engineering survey on that road and look at options as to what we can do to help control some speed issues and some sight issues on it. And when going out there, it's a gravel road, so it has sight issues automatically from the dust that's on the road. But on top of that, there's some geometry issues with the roadway itself that make sight distance problems, especially coming up to that 90-degree corner with Almas and 315th Street. So my recommendation after going out there, even though I haven't finished the speed part of my study, I'm still going to get those cameras and complete that afterwards, and it'll be able to show if the speed limit is reducing speed or not. But my recommendation would be to reduce it to 35 miles an hour all the way from S62 around the corner until it goes up and gets to 320th Street on the whole length of it. There's just not a good spot there where we could bring it back up to 55. There's just not enough length in there, so my recommendation would be that whole L shape be turned into a 35 mile an hour zone.
Just out of curiosity, and this is certainly not my area of expertise, people historically don't go the speed limit. So I'm just curious, maybe why not 25, because they might go 35, or 35 that's going to, I mean, I'm not, just curious.
Mentally, just knowing the behavior of drivers, 35 miles an hour feels to people like they're moving fast enough, where 25 miles an hour to them makes them feel like they're not moving at all. So just from a driver's feel, we have a better chance of them following a 35 mile an hour speed limit than we do a 25 mile an hour speed limit.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to the dust, the slower the better. We also know that the slower you put the road, the more likely the person's just going to drive whatever speed they want. And once they start speeding, they figure they might as well go whatever speed they want to get to the end just to get it done. So if we target a speed that's more likely to be followed, it is our best bet.
So then if we would move forward with this, I presume similar to other areas, you're going to flag them
Yeah.
as much as possible, so it's apparent.
And we'll
Work with the
reflect-
sheriff's department to enforce it, and then communication, since this was brought by citizens, the campground, for lack of a better term, will hopefully communicate
Yeah.
to their patrons
And
that,
we'll put reflective strips on the posts and everything to make them as obvious as possible. And we can look at everything else that we can do to pre-warn people if that speed limit has changed on that road.
and I know it's gone back and forth, but do you know, does the sheriff's department still have that mobile?
Yes, they do.
So I think that would be helpful to put that, especially as the season gets started, out there. So it's clocking people right when they come on, or wherever it's,
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, I think we talked about it a little bit after the meeting that day, and I think our plan is to try and get it out there.
okay.
Because it also has the ability to record speeds of when people go by it. So it'd be kind of nice to see that as the initial part of this, and then when I get my traffic counter out there, because it's a radar traffic counter, so it tells you speed, direction, and vehicle type. You'll be able to see whether it's the cars that are speeding or semis that are speeding. Now, can't look the same as a semi on that thing, you can't distinguish, but we'll be able to kind of see which vehicles are having the most problem speeding out there also.
So essentially looking for an action item, and this would go in effect immediately?
Yeah, as soon as we get the signs up, is when it would go into effect.
Any other questions for Brandon?
Yeah, I don't believe the lowering it's gonna cause or cure the dust problem, but, and I agree with Casey, they're not gonna respect the 35, but is there a possibility of speed bumps out in that particular area?
They would have to be, we would have to put them into the road physically since it's a gravel road, so we have to maintain them that way. And that's always a possibility.
Just thought I'd ask,
Yeah.
so, okay. That's
Anything,
it.
Carl?
I move to approve resolution 2026-25, changing the speed limit as presented.
Second.
Motion second, any discussion?
What
Hearing
would be
none.
the time frame on that? Get the signs out there?
We'll probably be able to get the signs, I'm gonna say between 1 and 2 weeks. By the time we get the signs, that's one of the against the base posted.
Sounds good. Well, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, resolution adopted, thank you. Item number 8, manure management.
After review, I see no changes, and I would recommend forwarding on the DNR.
Is there
Move to forward on.
okay, motion, is there a second? Motion second, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, all right, item number 9. We're going to go into closed session pursuant to Iowa Code, Section 21.51C, to discuss strategy with counsel in matters that are presently in litigation, or whereas litigation is imminent, where its disclosure would be likely prejudice or disadvantage to the position of the governmental body in that litigation. This will be a roll call vote. Is there a motion to go into closed session?
So moved.
Second.
Motion second, the clerk will call the roll.
Gina,
Yes.
Watts,
Yes.
Callen.
Yes. All right, correspondence, communication.
Move to adjourn.
Is there a second? Motion second, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, we're adjourned.